how's it going? So I thought I'd do kind of a casual just update video on shows that I'm watching right now. This is not an official what you watching. Well, I guess obviously you read the title, right? Yeah. The reason that I'm not doing a full-blown June what you watching, mostly because a lot of the shows that I was watching in April and in May have now seeped into June, so there really wasn't too much time for me to start watching new shows because I already had a ton of shows that I was watching and for the most part still enjoyed. A few shows I've kind of let go for now, and I've concentrated on mostly happy ones, I guess. If you are interested in knowing what shows I'm still watching, you can go right ahead. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into full detail on like what I think about any new shows I'm watching, just because I'm gonna save that for next month's what you watching, where I'm going to shove both June and July together. Yeah, if you're interested in that, then I'm sorry guys, but you're gonna have to wait a little bit. I am gonna warn ya, there could be a few spoilers in this video, so if you're not quite at the pace I am with the shows I'm watching, which they're all listed down here, so if you'd like to just check those out first to see what I'm gonna say, then go right ahead. Let's get started. I'm just going to name a couple shows that I'm still watching. There are a couple others that I'm still watching too, but I thought I'd mention these. I try to watch them at least once a week, so as opposed to some of the other shows where I do still watch them, but I'm not always on time. The first is Flourgram Investigation Team. I mentioned that a little bit ago, and I still enjoy it. It's really it just reminds me of like a snack, if that makes any sense. Like it's nothing, like it's not like a nice full meal of a series, but it's certainly a fun, like a fun and sweet snack that I don't mind tuning into once in a while. It's nothing too deep or thought-provoking or anything like that, but it certainly is a fun show that just lightens the mood. Like I've said, I enjoy this show. Nothing too serious, not quirky, silly. Yeah, the series really isn't that long. I think it's only going to be 16 episodes. My only critique is that I really wish that they'd show the younger actors once in a while, just to remind the audience that they really are these 20-something-year-olds that are stuck in these older grandpa bodies. While I'm watching the show, I start to forget, and the grandpas just seem like quirky, weird grandpas to me. I'm not asking them to turn back into the 20-year-olds like permanently now, but it would be nice to have little breaks, just a couple minute breaks of where you see them as their young selves, just to remind the audience. I want to say by episode 6 or so, you do get to see a flash of the main grandpa where he turns back, and it certainly helped remind me with that. But I wish that the other grandpas had a chance to turn back. Now, I will say that the latest episode did show, I think in next week's episode, so episode 9, that you finally get to see maybe another thing that I kind of wish. I know it's a short series. I feel like Hichol's character had a little bit more oomph to him, but he just seems a little flat to me. Those are my thoughts on the show. But again, it's just a nice little fun snack type show where you don't need it, you don't feel like you need it, but just fun to indulge once in a while. So the next 2 shows that I'm still watching are the 2 Taiwanese shows that I mentioned in my What You Watchin' series, a couple of them, I think. The first is Fall in Love with Me. Second is Love Myself or You, or I think the other title is Pleasantly Surprised. Both of these are just kind of whatever shows, but they're fun to watch. I'd say if I had to choose one, I'm more into Fall in Love with Me, just because I'm farther in that series than the latter. I really like Fall in Love with Me. I have a few things that I'm not happy about the show. It's starting to get like real, like dramatic, and like the main girl, her acting, I don't even know if it's the acting, but I feel like sometimes her character just feels a bit lackluster. I'm on episode 13 and by now I am annoyed with all of the girl characters on this show, and I'm hoping that they're gonna get better. But man, all of them. Talasi, her best friend Meow Meow, which I just think of a cat whenever she calls out her name, and Juan Juan. Oh, they're just so annoying and like whiny. I think that's it. They're just all these whiny girls that can't seem to like just buck up. Also, I'd just like to say Juan Juan and her brother and her mom, they crazy. I do not know why Lu Tianxing is with them, but I think they are absolutely nuts and they're insane people. And the show is just getting a little out of control. Somehow I am still watching the show. I think I just keep hoping it's gonna get better because I love Xiao Lu. I love Uncle Fu. Like I just like him. He's cute. I wish there was more of him. And Xiao Lu. I like Xiao Lu and I like Uncle Fu. There we go. I like them both. If they could just be in all of the episodes, it'd be great. Love Myself or You. I don't really know how I feel about this show yet. I'm still kind of neutral. All I know is that the guy that plays the main role, I think his character's really cute. So I don't mind watching the food. Like I would eat some of that. It looks delicious. Yeah. I'm still hanging on so far. New shows that I've started watching. I'm not going to go into full detail. Just because I'm going to save that, of course, for my What You Watchin' series, but I thought I'd mention them to you, just so you know, and if you wanted to start watching, cool. The first is called King of High School, or King of High School Conduct. It's starring So In-guk, who I totally like. So yeah, he's the main guy, and it's just a fun TVN show. The next show that I've started watching is called Trot Lovers, starring Jung Eun-ji, A-Pink, and Ji Hyun-woo, whom I think the last show I've ever seen him in was 1,000 Kisses. I never got to finish that because that was a ton of episodes. I want to say this is the first show, too, that he's been on since he came back from his military service. So far, again, this is another upbeat and kind of comedic show. Both of these shows, I'm just on a couple episodes, like the King of High School, I'm on like episode 4, and Trot Lovers, I'm currently on episode 3. So we'll see. But I'll give you more thoughts. Finally, another show that I got to is the movie Miss Granny. I have finally watched it, guys. It's taken me a long time, but finally. Yeah. Was it everything I expected? Not necessarily, but I wasn't disappointed in the movie. I thought the ending or conclusion was a little like, really? I still don't know how I feel about it, but overall I'm stoked that I finally got to see it. I was going crazy when I found it. If any of you are interested in watching it, I will place a link actually right here where you can watch it. If you're interested in any videos that I come out with, you can subscribe. Alright, I'm gonna see you guys next time, and yeah.